So your sacral process works slow. And then you're emotional on top of that. So even in getting that response now, it's only an indicator of what's going on. Do you see that as true? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What I did notice, the agitation, the sense of agitation that comes, and then when that's gone, it's really a sense of peace. And then I know that I've gone through that cycle, and it's a real settled, I can really feel that agitation when I'm not in my sacral, and then when that settles in, it's a real settling in. When it's agitated at all, it's not. It's not in my body. It's not sacral. It's not ready for that response.
You're clear that it's not clear.
Exactly.
There is no clarity. Yeah. And once there is clarity,
there's none of that agitation, none of that sense of agitation is the only way I can.
Okay. Disturbance. Yeah. Yeah. Does it feel like the last year has been easy? Is learning to operate from a mechanic, has it been an easy process? Is it simple?
Mechanics are very simple.
Yeah. But actually doing it is not necessarily that easy, is it? Well, no, I think that's important for people to hear. It's like, look, this is really simple stuff. But it doesn't mean that you get to flip the switch and it works. It's different degrees of process for people.
It's a challenging process, certainly.
It is, isn't it? Like you've tasted the correctness and that feels like...
Feels like that's just real. Feels like that's just being. And that feels as peaceful and real as anything I can ever be. But the lapses are long, can be long, and the conditioning is strong. And I'm so vulnerable in my head because it's my only open area, that conditioning is very strong in the mind. So my mind takes over very quickly and pulls me away. And then I shatter, and it's very difficult. And I'll go through long periods where I'm off frequency. But when I feel that it's on, and I can get I stay centered in the body, and I'm just responding, it's just beautiful. And it feels so okay. And I just love the process of loving who I am and my design, that nothing else really matters. So there you are. The more I just stay conscious and correct and respond, the easier it is. And things come. It's amazing. The things that come are then correct.
It's the pain of waiting.
It's the pain of waiting. And then the pain of the mind.
Yeah.
Telling you all the things that the conditioning's telling you, society's conditionings.
You need to do something.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What do you mean you're waiting?
What are you doing? What are you waiting for? What are you doing? Well, I'm being. No, what are you doing? You know, and on and on.
I'm being at peace.
Yeah.
I was, at least.
I was, leave me alone.
And it's your own mind you're talking to.
Right.
Yeah. So it becomes almost a little schizophrenic at times, doesn't it? Because you get to see the conditioning, and yet you're here.
You're watching it.
And you're watching it.
It's bizarre.
And you almost think like, where's the camera?
Right.
You're like, does anybody else see how funny this is? Here I am fighting with my own mind. Trying to get it to leave me alone so that I can be at peace.
Pretty strange.
It's a pretty strange movie.
Pretty strange trip. It feels like one that you just have to write out.
Yeah, yeah. We tried to help each other.
Mm.
And it was totally not self-conditioning trying to help each other do something.
Disaster.
I wanted to help you and you wanted to help me and it just, nothing worked. Nothing worked. It was almost like it was a cosmic joke of how many, and these are little things, but just how many things could go wrong.
It was a funny lesson.
It was a funny lesson. It's like, okay, don't be nice unless it's correct.
Just to be nice.
Yeah, don't be nice because it's your conditioning that's trying to be nice.
Exactly.
Because it ain't gonna work anymore.
Because we're told you have to do things for people just to do things for people without checking in to see whether that's correct. And we did. You know? Just though you're supposed to help each other out. And that was a beautiful lesson in how stupid it can be, you know? And how things can go wrong when you just the little thing and it just blew up.
Yeah.
Before you knew it.
Yeah.
You know.
It started with like a computer cable.
Right.
And then it was a monitor.
Right.
And then I was like, yeah, you can borrow it, but I gotta borrow it from this guy.
Right.
And then that guy's mad because he had to take it apart.
And I don't really want it.
Yeah.
I had to have it, and I didn't want it.
Yeah,
and
it's
back. And you didn't want it back. It's like, oh my god. Why did I stop? Make it stop.
This is how wars start.
Exactly.
Can I borrow a cable? No. Yeah, it was quite.
Really great lesson.
It was so funny.
Really
so mundane, so simple. Helping make my printer work or whatever, you know, and it was so mundane, but it just went, every step went wrong and got worse wrong. And, oh, cute. I mean, that was the funny experience from that I can remember.
Yeah. It's also a good lesson in me waiting.
Right.
Just wait.
Yeah. The extra 2 days.
The extra 2 days.
Yeah. It's Hawaii, nothing's gonna happen.
No big deal.
Yeah. But waiting's still not easy. It doesn't feel like a natural state for you.
For a manifesting generator with motors running.
And then that's the one. Can you start to see when things aren't working right for you, how that pressures others? Have you seen the feedback from the other when you're pushing? Resistance fields.
Starting to see that.
Right.
How it everything gets disconnected.
Yeah. Because a few times you've said something to the effect of, well, what did I do? You know, like, I didn't mean to, and I ran over them, and I didn't mean to, or something to that effect. You've had that experience. You've seen it now a little more clearly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all that. Oh, I remember we were talking how all that power can be like running into a wall. You know, having all that. You know, that Mack truck that I have. You know, all those centers defined. When it's working in harmony. And it's correct, can be great. You know, when it's correct and when it's not, it's ramming them, people into a brick wall.
Right.
So it can be really fun. And I'm starting to see how that's worked in my life. How I can be running people over with that truck, or I can, be going on my course and it just rolls down the road nice and smooth.
Yeah. Right. Does that feel like enough? Does it feel like there's more?
Do you feel like there's more?
But if there is, I'd like to find it. It feels good for now? Okay. Well, thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
Aloha. Peace.